Hey, what's going on, everyone? Steve here at the DJ Lab. Hopefully you can hear me okay. I'm not like, I think microphone should be good like this. Hopefully. I guess we'll find out soon enough. Greetings. Welcome. It is Monday, November 11th. Happy Remembrance Day. Is it Happy Remembrance Day? Remembrance Day is about remembering fallen soldiers, so I guess it's not that happy. Whatever. I remembered it. Yes, I just remembered that, maybe we're a poppy, have a little fucking respect or something. Who knows? Let me get my phone so we can see what the fuck's going on here. God, I swear too much. Okay. We're getting our shit together here. I wasn't even supposed to be here right now. I was supposed to be at a meeting with someone about Google 360 photography stuff, and of course, they bailed. Is my monitor flicking back there? Did you see it do a flicker, or is that just my eyeballs? Huh. Let me check the sound here. Don't forget, if you're here and you're watching live, don't forget, tap the screen to like the button on your phone for the like button. If you want to say hello, you're not a subscriber, you got to be subscribed for an entire, a minute before you can start talking away. And once again, when you come into the chat room here, at least say your name, say where you're from. I'll give you a shout out. We can talk about all kinds of fun shit today. So let's just wait for a couple more people to roll in here before I get into like full-blown rant mode. There's a lot of crazy shit that happened this weekend, so it's going to be a fun little rant. Going to talk about some companies. Did I just see it blink again? Yeah, it's not me, right? I don't know. I was helping my buddy out this morning, and then I had to go out. Well, I had to go. I thought I had the appointment now and back a little bit early because that didn't pan out so well. And we're having some issues. Well, he was having issues with his touchscreen monitor, and I was working him through the drivers and all this shit. And then I ended up fucking mine a little bit too, and I had to work on that. So it was a fun way to start my day. You know me, I fucking hate troubleshooting. I hate troubleshooting, and especially when my shit's working fine and I end up fucking my stuff. So, oh well, what can you do? So the rants. Let's talk about a couple of things. Wedding DJs. I've been to quite a few weddings lately, and there's been a couple good DJs, and there's been a couple like they're okay. And I don't understand. There's all these DJs that are like house DJs and techno DJs and shit like that. And they do weddings on the side. Pick your lane. If you DJ house events and shit like that and you produce, I would suggest you stay in your lane because you don't really know how to DJ a wedding. It's very different. The guy didn't mix things together, which is fine by me. I don't care if someone's like Nick Spinelli doing all these crazy tricks. That to me is cool, but it's not necessary. Play the right songs at the right time of day, the right time of night, the right energy. Flow it along, you know what I mean? Build it up. Build that party up. And the guy had like fast-paced, high-energy song, then would like fucking empty the dance floor with some just like bullshit song. And he was hunting and pecking. You could tell. You can tell the DJs that they don't really have a plan of action in your head. You're DJing a wedding. You know the nationalities of the goddamn people that are going to be there. So right off the start, easier than a bar DJ, right? At a wedding, you've met with the bride and the groom. You got an idea what they like. You have an idea. You got some clue, perhaps, to what you might play. And this guy, he had a clue, but he didn't. You know what I mean? Like, the presentation of the equipment. You can't do weddings, man, and put your fucking cloth over your table and set your shit down and run the wires and call it a day. That's pretty fucking chintzy, man. Have some kind of facade. Get something cheap. Just make it look a little bit. I shouldn't see the back of your equipment. This is not like a fucking party at a nightclub where no one gives a fuck. You put a little thing there. Something. Right? Am I wrong here? Every professional wedding DJ I see online has a really cool setup. They always run a little too fucking loud. And I went up and talked to the guy. We're talking about the speaker position. Like, these venues, they put speakers pointing straight down, like on these harsh angles. So noise is canceling out. It's harsh. And then some DJ, the sound guy, the EQ, you see how the EQ was just like you see some idiot guy. EQs don't always have to be a bit more bass, a bit more treble. That fucking, your typical, like these were JBL speakers. There was no need to thump up the bass. There was no need to put the highs up. They were screechy, man. And the guy's running shit fucking files. I could see his Serato. If the waveform is that big, man, if the waveform is that big on the screen, you know what that means? That means he ripped it off YouTube. It's a ripped piece of shit. Can't charge money and be a professional wedding DJ and rip all your goddamn music off fucking YouTube. Seriously. The fuck is wrong with everybody? There's no excuse, man. You got beat source. You got streaming FLAC files now. And the guy's using Serato. You know, he's using a fucking xdj-az with Serato. Couldn't be the worst fucking thing to use with Serato. Honestly, I just... Interesting news. So, you've been notified. That's interesting news. You know more than I know. They got me in the complete fucking dark around here. So, your seller that they admit it, there has been a faulty component that they have identified with the AZ. Due to this, they are preparing to offer recalls and fixes to sold units. Well, I know they're supposed to be replacing mine. That's all I know. I didn't know anything about faulty. I suspected it was a hardware issue, obviously, but the whole thing with buying the AZ and it being, you know, basically an issue out of the box. I almost don't even want to talk about it because it stresses me out a little bit. I get it, you know, I make up the excuses for the companies and say like, hey, I get it, I get it, I get it. But the truth is, and this is just the fucking truth of the matter, and if they don't like what I say, well, sorry, but here's the truth. As time moves on in the world, manufacturing, and this goes for everybody, man, this is where these companies need to crack down. I get it. Alpha Theta, it's not your factory. You're not making it in your factory. You're not over their shoulder watching the shit. The quality control it's not great anymore. You know what I mean? You're farming shit out to companies. They make you a prototype. They make you pre-production units. They look good. You test them. They're fine. And then the first batch comes out and all of a sudden there's problems. Is that really, whose problem is that? Is it Alpha Theta's issue? Is it the manufacturer? Is it their problem? Or is it my problem? Because at the end of the day, it becomes my problem, right? It's my problem. So, as a company, I get it. Maybe you don't have a lot of control over this. You know what? Go find another factory. Go find someone who can build it better. Maybe it's time to bring the manufacturing of these items back to the US of A, North America. I'm in Canada, but regardless. How about, Japanese company? I would love to have an Alpha Theta product made in Japan, like the good old days. Remember the good old days? You'd have some good old Japanese electronics. That was like, your shit was made in Japan. You knew Japanese guy isn't going to let nothing squeak out bad. Those guys are going to be meticulous. They take pride in their work. It's a culture of honor. Like, there's no way something made in Japan would be faulty out of the box. Got to do something. And once again, I do believe everyone who had an issue out of the box, I don't want the excuse. Things happen. Okay, things happen. You know what? Where I come from, the kind of guy I am, if I make something for you and I get someone else to make something on my behalf for you and something is wrong with it, time, man. Time is a commodity that nobody can purchase. There's no recovering your time. In my case, the time that I'm supposed to be doing my stuff, right? But never mind me. What about DJs that are making money? Give people something. I will scream it for the mountaintop. I don't see any reason why it wouldn't be a good faith, goodwill gesture for Alpha Theta, Pioneer DJ to hand out free record box license. I bought a standalone. Not like I'm going to go buy record box to use with my standalone player, but if I got it for free, maybe I'd be more likely to want to use it. Maybe if I got something free, it's of no cost to the company, and it would just make yourself look good to just offer a free thing for the inconvenience that people experienced with their units. It would bring back a little bit more faith to me. A little bit more faith in the company that, they're here for us and they're not just some corporate guys, that they'd actually do something for us. But seriously, what's going on, George from Indiana? Hey, George, you think about getting the new MacBook Pro M4? I personally think when it comes to DJing, I'm using an M1 Pro. How much goddamn faster does this shit need to be? I can live stream with it at the same time that I can be running DJ software. I do photo editing on it, video editing to a degree. Unless you're George Lucas, I don't see any reason to spend that kind of money on an M4. Right? You could literally, there's going to be all kinds of M1s, M1 Pros, M2s. Like, there's others that are going to be on sale that you can pick up for a great deal. I don't think anyone's convinced me yet that an M4 is some revolutionary chip. Maybe for a lot of other applications, but if you're buying it to DJ with, live stream, shit like that, I'm missing something, man. I don't think I wouldn't do it. I am not running out to go buy an M4 processor. Now, on the Mac Mini side of it, maybe it's a bit more of a deal, I guess, if you're going to build a system like that, but still. What are you doing with your DJ software? You analyze the music one time. That's it. One time that music gets analyzed. So whether it's lightning fast or it takes a minute, makes no difference to me. My shit analyzes fast enough for my purposes. My live stream is, right now, this live stream is brought to you on an M1 Pro. Did it need any more horsepower? I'm not dropping any frames. The processor has nothing to do with that, really. The graphics card, good enough. I'm not playing like, Call of Duty 6 on this thing. So yeah. I don't know. I'd love to hear someone's opinion. I'd love someone to tell me, Steve, you're missing something. The M4 Pro can, levitate. Like, tell me something. Because that's a lot of money, man. Shit's get on a hand. And once again, with manufacturing, like, do you want to buy something new? The manufacturing of products seem to be getting shittier and shittier and shittier as time goes on. Companies need to, like, literally clamp down on this quality control issues and get a handle on things. It's not a good look. You can't charge a whole pile of money and give me some excuses about, well, a lot of companies like to use COVID as an excuse. And you know what? COVID was how many years ago? We still talk about that? We still talk about COVID restrictions? Other manufacturers I talked to, when I mentioned, is there any COVID restrictions with your factory? You're like, no. So, beats me. If you bought an AZ and it's bummed, it's likely not firmware. It likely is hardware. And hopefully I know some people, they're able to switch it out for another one, don't sweat. Now Alpha Theta wants to test a bunch before they go out. It's slowing things down. Either way, as upset as you might be about your product not working, I can guarantee you there's someone at Alpha Theta head office that is far more upset than you are. You can bet that, right, Dilio? It's ready done. What, George? What's done? And you buy an M4 to go a virtual DJ and the SZ2. SZ2 is all right, but I don't know. I still think I would not buy an M4. Wouldn't do it. And I gotta explain something too. People aren't that fucking smart. I swear to God. Oh, shit. Sorry, guys. You know what? It says fucking touch mic. Sometimes it, okay, everyone's Southern sound. Glad to see everybody's talking here. Let me see if I can fix this a little bit. The problem is, this might be a little better because if we can see the mic a little bit, maybe I can clue into the fact if it actually, because this is touch sensitive, sometimes it'll just fucking, it's like a ghost is walking by. I don't know. It's a Remembrance Day ghost is walking by, and middle of the night, I've looked over and seen this thing start glowing. Meanwhile, I've got it muted. Right? And then just unmutes. So, anyways, we're back. I don't even know what the fuck I was talking about all this time that I've had no sound. Moral of the story, companies need to make sure they don't put products out that are messed up. Get better manufacturers. If these little countries like Malaysia and stuff, if they don't have the factories that can do it, maybe you need to find a better factory. That'd be nice. So I was saying about the RMX 1000. That's what I was talking about. The headphone jack trick I did. If you didn't see the video, go check it out. I was doing headphone jack on the AZ into the RMX 1000 back into channel 4. And it works. The headphone jack is not going to blow anything. Don't crank it up. Watch your levels. Make sure you're not redlining anything into the RMX. And it's fine. It was fucking easy fix, man. And you know what people said? They're like, well, you lose your ability to cue. It's like, you don't lose your ability to cue. I can still cue my track. I'm not running everything through the 4th channel as a send channel all the time. I'm literally switching. I'm going from what my source to the thing when I want to run an effect, do my effect, and then I switch back. So I can still cue my headphones. These guys and their responses were just fucking nuts. So DP, guess what, dude? You'll fuck yourself. You're going to fuck yourself if you do this. So you pre-order it today from Japan, and even with shipping, the exchange rate, it's cheaper. And then if you need any kind of warranty on it, guess what? You're going to be shipping the motherfucker back to Japan. You'll get no warranty. You'll have no warranty in Canada. So, George, have I went to YouTube to check out the reviews on the MacBook M4? I didn't look at the full reviews. I looked at a couple of guys that were literally comparing it with like their M1 Pro Maxes and shit, right? Or the M1 Max or something like that. And they just said from the DJ standpoint, you know, watch anything you want. You got the fastest fucking car on the planet. And you know what? If the speed limits hasn't changed, you don't need the car. And when it comes to DJ stuff, you don't need it to be any faster. I'm telling you. It's a lot of money. If you got the money to burn, be my guest, man. Buy whatever the fuck you want. But I'm just saying, for the price of an M4, you could buy another laptop brand new, M2, and you're not going to fucking notice. No one's going to tell me that they're M4, like, oh my God, you should have saw the people at the party, man. They were dancing faster. Like, we were DJing on fucking ancient computers with a virtual DJ. It doesn't need an M4. Yeah, man. Oh, and I had Sephora. I told you guys about Sephora. Fucking up my girlfriend's makeup. And I went in there and I was like, what the fuck? And I had to redo it. It took them like 2 fucking hours to do makeup a couple of weeks ago. It's taken me, the manager could have given me my fucking money back like on the spot. Sorry. But no, instead, she talking her stupid shit. I got an email. I got to call customer service. I got to email some motherfucker. And we've been playing email back and forth for 67 fucking dollars. Finally, it's been, what, 2 fucking weeks? Almost 3 weeks? I got the money back. Oh, thanks, Sephora. You fall down fucks. I sent them another email today, and I do it all up, and then I let ChatGPT make it sound a little nicer so I don't come off like such an asshole. But I'm pretty much telling them, yeah, fuck the makeup bot. You had some makeup artist who doesn't know what the fuck she's doing. It took 2 hours. They reapplied the makeup so many fucking times and put so much different cheap product on her face that when she finally did take it off, she had massive fucking allergic reaction breakouts and shit to this thing. She was stressed out in the fucking chair, beat fucking red, flushed because her anxiety was so high. We had a wedding to go to, and they're just fucking up and fucking up and fucking up. I had to go get her like fucking Pepsi AC, hoping it would fix the flush. I mean, and then my time. So I said, listen, you better send something more than just a goddamn refund for my fucking time, her aggravation, her anxiety, the stress. Seriously, these companies don't get it. Give me a $200 gift certificate and really in product, that costs you what, 50 bucks? That costs you 50 bucks? And we're shopping at your fucking store where she might get hooked on some more of your fucking products. Just, there's no smarts to these people. Your sound dropped out again, dude. Like, come on. So, the fucking light's on. Obviously, we got sound, right? Are you just behind? You're not watching live? Are you just behind? You're not watching. Yeah, Dougie's Revenge. Hit speed up here. What's going on, Mark? So that's the Sephora thing. And then the fucking hotel where the bed bugs were. Suspected bed bugs, because, you know, she had mysterious bites on her. And I fought them, and I lost that fight. They checked the fucking room for bed bugs by some professionals. They weren't going to admit they had bed bugs. They weren't going to say nothing about that shit. So, yeah, I'm done fighting with those bitches. Well, George, you can let us know how that M4 works out for you. Let me know what kind of hyperspeed it has. Raven Latvian, hey, buddy. Did I tell you, do you know who Tom's is? He's one of the other big times supporters of the channel that's from Latvia. So strange that there's like, you know, 2 people from Latvia. Meanwhile, I don't have like nobody from Toronto watching me. Bananas. What else? Oh, yes, I went to the wedding on the weekend. And fucking these venues, man, so strange. There's an antipasto bar at the beginning, and they have the bridesmaids' dresses were dark green. So inside the fucking this fancy dining room, they've got green uplighting on the walls, which is fine. And then they got these moving heads up way up in the ceiling, pointing down, and they're green. And they got all the tables lit up green with a white tablecloth and white plates. So you sit down, girlfriend spent $100 to get her fucking makeup done, and I look over at her, and she looks like the witch from the Wizard of Oz. And I look like fucking Frankenstein. Everyone at the wedding looks green. What the fuck was that about? The meat, when you put the meat and the cheese and all the shit on the plate, it looks so fucking bizarre. The light glaring off the plate, I was fucking my eyes because I have really sensitive vision when it comes to certain lighting and stuff, right? It was giving me almost fucking vertigo attack. And I was green and I felt like the Hulk. I want the Hulk smash the whole fucking place up because it was the stupidest idea. And I don't know who come up with it. I fucking feel really bad if it was the bride's idea or something because she's so sweet. But It doesn't matter. You know what I mean? Like, if the bride wanted this, someone at the venue who, with the experience of doing this shit, should have said, you know what? For the presentation of the food, it won't look good. Let's take those moving heads and put the green light up across the top of the room to give a glow, but not directly over my fucking head. And everybody looked fucking stupid. Thank fucking God, you know, when they were done and they were getting ready to serve the dinner, they put the white lights on over top of the tables, because I would have lost my fucking mind. And then the food, we won't even talk about the fucking food. There was some beef. There was like pasta, which was good. And then there was this like stewing beef. You know, it's like a bone with some beef on it. This shit was boiled. It was fucking boiled. Falling off the bone, but so much fat and grizzle. Like, it wasn't even. The presentation looked fucking horrible. The taste was like boiled beef. It's like, And it wasn't just me. When I walked by, I was like walking outside or some shit. And I see this big tray for all the scraps. And it was a mountain of the fucking, all the meats. Nobody ate the fucking meat. Like, there might have been some people, but I mean, I never seen that many scraps. It's not like it was a big chunk of meat and someone was full. There's fuck all on this giant bone. Bone like this, like Freddy Flintstone fucking brontosaurus fucking bone. And just fat, man. Nothing but fat. And the poor people, they probably spent some big money, man. It's not like they cheaped out. You know, once again, you know, you go somewhere, you taste the menu, and they can make 6 meals really good. 12 meals, 20 meals, they can make really good. When you start cooking for 200 people, and you cut corners, and you cheap out, because you try to make a profit. But I think I might have to call this venue up and kind of just tell them straight out, like, this was ridiculous, man. People got to know. People think I call to complain about shit because I'm just being an asshole. If you've got a venue, if you cook food, you do something as a company in a business, don't you want to know? Would you rather I just go on Google and talk shit? Is that what you want? Because that's what most people do. I'm not that guy. I don't want to destroy your fucking business. I'm trying to help you improve your goddamn business. So therefore, I'll tell you on the phone to your face what the issue is. It's not to hurt your feelings. And I've done this before where some companies, they almost take it personal. If you run a business and someone gives you feedback about your shit and you get upset, quit your job, go work for someone else. You can't run your own business and get emotional about it. If I talk about your business, it's not personal. I'm talking about you. And if you got fatty fucking food, and if you don't recognize that you've got fatty, shitty steak, well, beef, whatever the fuck this was, then you should be cooking. None of this food should have went out. Just fucking ridiculous. Not seeing many people hit that goddamn like button. That fucking, we want to talk about the real rant here. The fucking real rant is that the money spent on all this shit in my time, and all I would ask is a simple thing. When you come to my channel, you hit the like, you say fucking hello, ask me how my fucking day was, tell me where you're from, have a conversation. Don't come and just hang out, listen to me babble. It's fucking disturbing, man. Don't know why. Like, how do I have 25 people in here? See Serge Bistrode, fucking George Dillio, Dougie's Revenge, DP, Mark. It's weird. The other thing I wondered too, would you guys still watch this shit if I wasn't on camera? Let's go on Mix Factory. If it was just, there was a fucking picture saying the TheDjLab and it was just me talking, would you still tune in? Or do you need to see me? You need to see that stupid look on my face when I get mad. Because I'm getting fucking tired of doing this. Last week, there was some good donations coming through. And you know what? Anyone that says money can't buy happiness never had any money. Because I was happy. I was quite fucking happy to see that, I'm not wasting my day away. I was being productive. I was doing streams. I was having people donate money. And I saw there was some payoff for my efforts. And people obviously were respecting the time I put into this and my experience. And they were showing it. I had lots of likes. I had lots of views. There was people that were donating and helping out. I just popped up that goddamn thing again. Don't know why. We'll see. We'll see if anyone feels kind enough to donate a couple of bucks to keep the channel rolling. It's not a beg. I'm not begging nobody for money. I'm not telling you I need to eat. I'm just saying my time has value. I come on here trying to help people entertain a little bit. The rant. I get shit off my chest, so it's a little bit therapeutic. And I'm sure there's some people out there that just love to see me upset. They're like, fuck that guy. Let's go on. Is that Lewis over there? And then I have my friends in here that, they don't like to see when I'm fucking feeling like shit. DP, you're in Montreal, I guess? Yeah, I couldn't go do raves anymore. I'm not into that shit. Too old for that crap. Beastrode. Such an interesting question. Why such a build quality difference between the AZ and the Euphonia? Same company, my Euphonia is solid. I guess the Euphonia, you're looking about the same price, more or less. Euphonia, it doesn't have a big ass screen, it doesn't have platters. But yeah, you gotta wonder. Don't put the goddamn name Alpha Theta on it and not have this standard. But they put Alpha Theta on a Flex too, didn't they? So I'm missing something here. I was told the Pioneer DJ name, like, oh yeah, we're going to keep making things. What? What are you going to make? T-shirts? What are you going to keep making with the Pioneer DJ name on it? I was thinking Alpha Theta was going to be like the high-end premium shit. It's kind of what it looked like it was going to be. And then just start slapping that name on whatever they make. Oh yeah, they're, the people over at Dead End DJ and like Newmark and stuff, everyone else right now is sitting back having a little chuckle about this whole AZ situation. Everyone's having a giggle. The market leader, they put out something that's, got some faults. Once again, what do you say? Like if I hired some guys in Malaysia to build some shit for me and they show me 20 things that are perfectly fucking good, and I'm like, okay, go ahead, do the next 10,000. And out of 10,000, say 100 of them are fucked up. Is that acceptable? I don't know. I don't manufacture. Maybe in manufacturing 100, I'm just picking numbers. I don't know shit. But just say a percentage is still acceptable. Where me personally, I feel like, okay, if that's the way shit works, you know, when I worked at Apple, if someone called in and they got like a fucking lemon, they bought, and there was lemons, if they got a lemon as a tier 2 agent, I had the ability, if someone sounded upset, they were upset about the situation, and they felt that they deserved something for their time and their hassle, you know what I had the ability to do? I could send them a fucking iPod. Back in the days with like the 80 gigs and shit, you know, like the old iPods, I could send a fucking iPod to them. Just to shut them up. Yeah. Can you believe that? What do you think the AZ guys are going to get that had the bum units? Besides an email saying, we got a problem. The buttons you need to press to update the AZ. I think it's the in queue and the reloop exit buttons on the right hand side. Yeah, on the right deck, if I remember correctly. I've got a video. Did I make a video on how to update the AZ? I should probably make one. Guess what? The AZ is getting picked up tonight, by the way. And what's sad is I took the AZ down on Friday. I took it off the table and I put the Prime 4 up, and I've been playing around with the Prime 4 Plus, and I really hope these guys manage to sort me out sooner than later, because the more I sit there and play on the Prime 4 Plus and I see the workflow and some of the tricks I can do and the way that I'm actually mixing, I'm like, I don't know. I don't know. It's like, I do like the platters, but, you know, I kind of like the sweep effects. I like the sweep echo. I like the fact on like a word, when the word says the last word in an in a song, I can just turn that knob and pull it down. Well, I got fader echo up too, so I can do that. It's got a lot of things. Fader echo out is a very fucking cool. Like, that will change the way you mix. There's some things on the Prime 4 Plus that will literally benefit and help you with transitioning songs. And for open format, I mean, it just has a lot of shit in it that makes a lot more sense. If you're a hip hop DJ, for instance, Prime 4 Plus is way better. It just has shittier platters, which is a shame. But if you get used to them, you'll be used to them. The moment, if the day ever comes that a Prime 4 type system comes out with the Rain Performer motorized platters, well, it's going to be a whole different day around here at the TheDjLab. It'll be different. What else were we supposed to talk about in here? So we talked about wedding DJs that aren't that great. It's funny how it seems to be the one kind of job that you don't have to be that good to make a lot of money. You don't got to mix. You don't even got to know much. And the guy was on the microphone talking just like this. Hey, everyone. Blah, 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 blah. Can I get your attention, please? Coming out through the door, he had that wedding DJ voice that just sounded like he's on the radio. Strip club DJ. Put your hands together for candy. It was a little over the top. It was okay, you know, like, He had a voice. He had a radio voice. But when you start talking like this, Fawn, everything that you do, it just sounds a little unusual, don't you think? Fuck it. And of course, I went and talked to the wedding DJ. I didn't say he was bad. I didn't want to start nothing. When I told him I had a YouTube channel and he said he's a house guy and all this shit, you know what he asked? I told him I do like these streams. He's like, oh, maybe I can come down and, you know, sometimes instead of you just being on camera, it might be more fun to have like two of us on camera and we could talk about stuff. And I'm like, no. And he looked at me kind of funny. I'm like, I'm not asking you to come up here and let me DJ while you go to the washroom, get a drink or anything. So, yeah, this is your gig and this is my gig. Don't come to my gig and think you're going to hop on camera and it's the fucking TheDjLab with Steve Stone, not the TheDjLab with fucking whoever. Strange fucking people. So fucking strange. Friends, once again, don't make me beg when I ask you to hit the like button. And of course, if you want to shoot a buck or two for my time, help support this channel, keep things going, the PayPal link is there. Don't be shy. It's a shame that it's like the same handful of people that always have to donate. And I'd rather see different people. It'd just be nice, just to show the love. Doesn't always got to be the same people. Do I think there's going to be a replacement to the xdj-1000 MK2? What's going on, Lewis? I don't know. I kind of doubt it. I think that'd be a bit ridiculous. Like, yeah. What I'd like to see is for the AZ, if they made like slave platters that you could link in that operated like, you know, just like how Deaden did with the LC6000s. If they made something like that, that had pads on the bottom that matched up exactly the same to turn it into a 4-deck system, well, that would be fucking very smart. That would be quite smart. But I don't think they're going to do that even. I don't think they'll do that shit. Yeah, the Rev 5D build quality wasn't like the greatest. Phil Morley, you shared the link for the DJs-AZ video on Reddit today. Someone's asked if it was possible to connect them together without send and return. Thanks, Phil. See, shit like that. It's the shit like that that really helps support the channel too. You're on Reddit. Someone's asking a question. You know I've got the answer. Perfect. That's why I make the videos, right? I make these videos in order to help people so they don't have to go ask a bunch of randoms. So yeah, let all your friends know about the channel. If I don't have a video up about something, you can always send me a message and ask me, hey, if I've got the gear and I can do it, I'll do it. I made the RMX 1000 video with the AZ. I did it with the DJS 1000. Beatlink trigger. I've done videos with the AZ that no one else on the internet is even thinking about. And you know why? Most of these YouTube guys don't have an AZ. They borrowed it. They had it from the marketing guys for like a week and then they had to send it back. And in all fairness, they're working DJs, got families, they're DJing, they're making real money. The YouTube thing is, you know, the hustle. It's not even the hustle. It's like they do it because they want to help. And, you know, I'm always talking about Cleveland Terry because it's like the guy comes to mind. He's got this great stream. He helps wedding DJs and event DJs. That's kind of his thing. And he shares his experience with the hardware and what speakers and microphones and lighting and DMX. If you're a wedding DJ, an event DJ, you got to watch this guy. Like when I talked to this wedding DJ, for instance, when I said, oh, you ever watch Cleveland Terry? Who's that? I'm thinking, what the fuck? How can you be a wedding DJ and not know who Cleveland Terry is on YouTube? What are you not looking at? You should be, this guy should be watching him because he would know very quickly how shitty of a DJ he is when you see how it's supposed to be done. When I mentioned Nick Spilly, oh yeah, I've heard of that name. You're not watching his videos either, dude. You gotta watch these guys. They know their shit. I've DJ'd a lot of weddings. I won't do it anymore. And I don't need to share my experience because it's post-traumatic stress for me. I don't even like going to weddings. Just like, fuck. Well, Dougie's Revenge. They would send us wireless headphones. Oh. No, they wouldn't. No. You know, I'm not even asking for that. I'm not asking because that's a physical item. You're taking inventory that could be making money, and I get it. What they could do, they could give you a goddamn coupon. They could give you a code to buy them at cost. That would be nice. You know, cost would be good. But the easiest one is the record box license because that is just imaginary money. You know, you're giving me an email with a code for life. That's got value to me as a consumer, and it costs them nothing. What's going on, Toms? See Raven Latvian? There's Toms. Toms, meet the Raven Latvian. I wonder if you guys are even anywhere near each other. So yeah. That would be the easy one. Give me a fucking code. Don't just give it to me. Personally, for me personally, I don't care if they give me a record box code because I don't want to use record box. If I wanted to use record box, I would have bought an FLX10 and I would have did a bunch of videos on that. And in hindsight, maybe that would have been the smart move because it's pretty popular. But I thought I'll buy the AZ. This is the one, the xdj-az. Everyone to this day, people were looking at videos of mine. I thought, shit, I should have just kept making videos. So when I saw the new one come out, it only made sense to buy it. Even though it's going to, financially, it was not a smart move. Not for me. I've got a lot of gear. I didn't need it. But we'll see. The best lefty breakdowns. Lefty's losing it. What do you mean lefty's losing it? Like lefty as in... I'll search that title. At some point, you know, I don't watch a lot of Nick Spinelli either, to be honest, because, I don't know. It's like DJs. I don't watch a lot of DJ because I got DJ equipment. I don't watch a lot of YouTubers anymore because, well, I'm doing it myself. Like, if I spend an hour watching Nick Spinelli, I get nothing. You know what I mean? I got nothing. If I spend an hour doing this, maybe I get to help some people. Maybe I might make $1 or $2. DJ Graham from Ireland. Top of the day. Oh, shit. Another commercial. What else was I going to talk about? We talked about the bad DJ. We talked about the green lights on the food at the venue. Talked about the hotel that didn't want to fucking take care of me. Talked about Sephora and returning the refund on the makeup, but they need to do more. Yeah, the hotel, I will shout them out again for their bug infested fucking place. That it is the Ivy Spencer. What do they call that? Let me just pull it up. Ivy Spencer Leadership Center. And don't be out of 794 reviews, they got 4.5. I don't even know how. And it's like, I haven't written my review yet. What's going on, Drew? I have not written the review on that hotel yet. I will let ChatGPT come up with something interesting. Let the computer do the work. See if the computer can relay my feelings towards this place. No, Drew. The wedding was actually a local one, so we didn't have to stay anywhere. You couldn't pay me to go to that fucking hotel again. We need to talk about wire management. I'm the last guy to talk about wire management. If my wires were any more tangled here at the TheDjLab, there would be small birds fucking nesting in there. You know, I have like one piece of gear and 50,000 wires behind because there are probably wires around here that go into nothing. The power bar situation, you don't even want to see it. You don't want to see, and not for the one side, just remember, for my AZ, it was plugged into like one nice power bar, but like some of my other shit here is like power bar into power bar into power bar. I don't get it. I don't get it. Me bending down, crawling around under shit and stuff is not good for my dizziness. So I just fuck it. Whatever. I have no intentions on being on Martha Stewart's fucking home and garden or some shit, you know what I mean? God damn. So Sephora, they've escalated your request for compensation to the appropriate team for further. Please allow 1 to 5 business days for an update. I'm already bitching that you're taking so fucking long to do shit. You want me to wait 1 to 5 days? Oh, fuck's sakes. Fuck these guys, man. DJV squared, your wife broke both her arms at a resort and you didn't get comped even for a day? Well, I got comped for my allergies. They didn't want to admit that they had some bugs in that fucking room. If my girlfriend had a fucking broke her arms at a resort, you're a nice guy, man. You're fucking, there's no fucking way. No fucking way they wouldn't have given me all my money back if it was their fault. Fuck that. It would have been a whole different thing. Kevin Murray, the XZ got some good discounts. Good. I'm glad it's in the courts, man. Fucking sue the fucking life out of them. And you know what? I don't know if I'd buy an XZ. I'm not the guy. I can't buy, if there's something new out, I don't want to buy the last year's model, even though it was a deal. I'd rather get ripped off a little bit and have like the brand new one. I wish I had Drew's job. So Drew has more equipment than fucking anyone I know. He ordered a Mac Mini. And $2,995 on Red One. Guess it's not a bad deal. You're right, Drew. You're right. Mario might have more. Who else I know? Can't think of the guy's name. There's a few people. We definitely have a bunch of gear hoarders on this channel. I'm one of them for sure. I don't have the fucking space, man. I'm like, my place once upon a time looked really fucking cool, man. I got pictures and video where the lighting was so cool in here. Everything was just fucking, people would walk in and they were like, wow. Now if someone walked in, they'd be like, wow. But it'd be like, wow, like hoarders, wow. Yeah, dude, you got shit in boxes. Like, sell it, man. Fuck you waiting on? Give it away. Give it, you know, fucking organize after school fucking program for underprivileged fucking weirdos and I mean kids. And give the shit away. What are you doing? Crazy shit. So shout out to PD for the $3. We got low moral fiber, 225. If everyone just $1, $2 here and there, sneak it in. I've already been on for an hour. And honestly, like when I look at the time and I'm like, fuck, I got a lot of shit to do here. An hour long for $5. I just can't do that anymore. Yeah, give away that SX2, man. Anyways, I ranted. Maybe it wasn't the right time of day for it. Sabina's coming here after work. My place looks like a fucking write-off. I need to do shit. I can't do this. I should be making some videos that I can actually post and they can generate some income. Live streams never make. I should say they never make. If people donate, they make. But if people aren't in the donating kind of giving mood, they don't do so well. So I think I gotta roll. Catch everyone later. Thanks to the couple people that shot a couple bucks my way. I appreciate that. It's a shame there wasn't more people like you. And I'm out. Have yourself a great day. I'd like to say I'm going to be back on tomorrow, but I kind of think, just based on the way things are going around here, I'm going to reevaluate how I do things. This daily thing is not the smartest move. There's got to be a better way. Needs a better way to run my time here. So, talk to you later.